Construction is an ever-developing and exciting industry. However, this industry does have its challenges. Unfortunately, many companies fail to make a success because their owners manage from a distance, are uninformed, and make unwise decisions. Take finance, for example. A business owner must remain involved and understand the critical day-to-day aspects of the business in order to make prudent business decisions. As a contractor and the owner of a small to medium construction company, I need to know how to manage my business's finances in order to secure the growth and continued success of my business going forward. However, I'll first need to do the groundwork. I must have a good working relationship with my accountant. This will serve as a firm platform to grow my company. I've learned the hard way that it is critical to keep accurate and up-to-date accounting records that will provide vital information about my business's cash flow and enable me to run an efficient business. This will also help me to obey the law by completing tax returns, which, if not done, can lead to the closure of my business. A monthly income statement will show the monthly business income, cost of sales, the overhead and running expenses of the business, the monthly balance, as well as the margins needed to break even. As part of the balance sheet, a monthly asset check will inform me how much debtors owe the business, what assets or equipment belongs to the business and is paid for, and how much cash is available in the business's bank account. Conversely, a monthly liability check shows how much is owed to suppliers, any VAT and provisional tax or loan repayments due, and whether the business is within its overdraft limit. I always make sure that our balance sheet has a positive balance at the end of each month. In other words, that the business assets are more than the liabilities or the things that we owe. Assets and liabilities feed into the cash flow forecast, which reveals how much cash will come in from current and future contracts, as well as the expected expenses. For the cash flow to be accurate, I will also need to know when current contracts will be completed, what the finishing costs will be, and when we can expect outstanding payments from clients. This information will be of assistance in planning the next job. In order for any business to cope with growth as a result of undertaking larger contracts, we are going to need working capital to purchase tools, materials, and employ more labor. The main types of reputable lenders we can approach for these additional funds are banks, asset finance lenders, specialist small business loan organizations, venture capital funds, and private equity investors. Most institutions have criteria they review before considering granting a loan or overdraft. Lenders expect a business and its members to have a healthy credit record. They look at the business history and marketing strategy and how much capital is required. The loan officer will require the business income and cash flow statement and debtors and creditors list so they can get an idea of how financially sound the business is. The bank will need some form of collateral or security against the loan. If I don't have security, such as property, the bank may require that I, as the business owner, take out an insurance policy to cover the loan. Lenders also appreciate a proposal for how the loan and interest will be repaid, which needs to be factored into the business monthly expenses. Now that we have successfully secured a business loan or overdraft, we need to assess our overheads and expenses accurately. Expenses should include insurance for short-term, life and employee cover. I will also need to evaluate prospective customers and their ability to pay, and most importantly, I will need to get their credit references. It is important not to underbid or overbid when tendering for contracts. I've learned how to bid, but one can also hire staff who are knowledgeable about construction estimation. If I want my company to grow successfully, it is crucial to maintain a balance between on-site management and business finances. I've learned to hire an experienced labor force that turns out quality work. Hiring unskilled labor will result in poor quality workmanship and may incur huge costs, as building inspectors could require contractors to rebuild again properly. I hire only licensed subcontractors who have a solid reputation and deliver the same quality of work as our company. Clients attribute both good and bad results to companies. My reputation can either help me win the next tender or lose it. I review my suppliers' credit repayment terms before I order materials, and I ask for bigger discounts when paying cash. If cash is tight, a supplier that allows repayments by 90-day terms helps to keep a positive monthly cash flow. I try to plan ahead and structure the allocation of funds. Experience has taught me not to spend all the cash flow buying all the building materials upfront, as I will need money to pay other expenses such as laborers' wages for the next 3 months. And if I buy all the materials upfront, I will need additional security to guard the stockpile. Material left on site for long periods leads to pilfering, which then leads to further unnecessary expenses. I've gotten to know my suppliers' returns and shipment delays policies. I have also matched my company's needs with an appropriate supplier to complete phases of the job on time, to keep my cash flow positive and to manage my payables properly. Sometimes business owners need to free up assets to improve their cash flow situation. If certain equipment is only needed occasionally, it is cheaper to rent the equipment when it is needed rather than purchasing it. If I need a TLB for 2 days this week and then only for another 2 days in the next 3 weeks' time, I won't hire it for the whole period. I have learned to only hire it for the days I will actually be using it to avoid losing money. Installment leasing is an option for a longer payment plan to lower monthly costs, and at the end of the payment term, the equipment becomes a company asset. A scheduled billing procedure conveys professionalism and is a vital element of maintaining cash flow. It is a good idea to send invoices to clients immediately or just after a phase has been completed. I then follow up every 15 to 30 days with statements or collection notices. The sooner my company receives money owed to it, the better our cash flow, and the sooner we can pay suppliers what we owe them. I cut down and minimize costs wherever possible to maximize profits in order to expand the business further. My business plan is the way forward for my business to grow, and I refer to it whenever I need to. The aim of every new construction project is to complete a quality product, plan for the job to finish on time, to make a profit, and have a satisfied customer who will gladly refer your company to others. Therefore, it is in any company's best interest to deliver according to what it has been contracted to do.